We've come here to the banks of the Yangtze River, the largest river in China, to visit to a site that I've wanted to make a pilgrimage to for many, many years. So, a place of great emotional meaning for me and of huge cultural significance for the Chinese in the context of the Three Kingdoms period, the most beloved work of, well, I would say fiction, but it was based on real life in Chinese culture. Behind is the Red Cliff Chibi. Around the winter of AD 208 or 209, some 24 years after the beginning of the Three Kingdoms era and the fall of the Han Dynasty, after around 24 years of the petty warlords fighting it out, three main power blocks remained. The ambitious Cao Cao to the north, the benevolent Liu Bei and Shu Han to the east, and the cunning and ferocious Wu clan in the Southlands here around Wuhan. Having defeated all comers in the north, Cao Cao commenced an invasion towards the south with the intent of unifying all of China, and he took as many as 800,000 to 1 million men against the unified force of 50 to 100,000 soldiers of Wu and Shu. The battle that would be fought on this river would go on to become legendary, the largest naval battle in history in terms of numbers, and the site of a pile-up of brilliant strategic gambits from the notable genius strategists of their time, Zhuge Liang, Tang Tong, Zhou Yu, Huang Gai, and others who sought to even the odds between the forces of Wu and Shu against the overwhelming numbers of Wei, culminating in one of the most brutally successful fire attacks in history, wherein the entirety of the Wei fleet, which had been chained together because of seasickness in the ill-trained northern soldiers, was set alight by a strategic masterstroke orchestrated by Zhuge Liang, wherein he conjured an unseasonal east wind, turning defeat to advantage. Some say it was Taoist prayer that enabled him to do this, others that it was simple observation of the weather and atmospheric phenomena that enabled him to predict the exact time when the east wind would start blowing and enable this fire attack. It is probably one of the pivotal moments in the Three Kingdoms era, one of the great, most well-known battles. In the east, we have the Battle of Thermopylae and the naval battles of Trafalgar and Waterloo. Here in the west, in the east rather, we have the Battle of Chibi, which serves as a similar example of the victory of the few against the many in a battlefield where the waves have rolled over the graves of thousands of heroes. It is a particularly important battle because many of the most beloved characters in the romance of the Three Kingdoms fought here, and it was the first time that Cao Cao, Sun Quan, and Liu Bei fought. With the defeat of Wei's troops, the fulfillment of Zhuge Liang's Three Kingdoms plan, in which three kingdoms were established in China so that if any one became too powerful, the other two would be able to team up and unify to fight back and thus maintain a fragile balance. And so for the next 80 to 100 years, the country remained at war with no clear decider, balance teetering backwards and forwards between Shu Han, Cao Wei, and Sun Wu. And I've been meaning to come here to offer my respects for many years because it is, of course, an extremely meaningful book. It's my favourite book. I have a deep love and affection for all of the characters on all sides, and I have come with some expensive Xiao Mao Tai to offer at the graves of so many great warriors of history. So it is a very, very emotional experience here to be here today in front of these characters, the Red Cliff, somewhere I've been wanting to go for a long time.